How's it going? It's Eddie B from the E's and B's, and I'd like to welcome you here to the E's and B's YouTube, a new platform that we're going to run each and every Saturday morning. We're going to bring to you the E's and B's pick, what we do here on this new platform on YouTube. We go through each and every pro, college, whatever games are going on Saturdays and Sundays. All we're doing is just having a little bit of fun, giving you our pick and a gravy lock out of each division or pro sport. That being said, the pro lock, if you're asking what that is, that's just a game that I'm going to predict that's a guarantee win each and every time that I pick it. So when I tell you it's a gravy lock, if you're a bettor or a gambler or anyone out there looking to get an edge up or something like that, the gravy lock's probably the one that you definitely could bet on the weekend. So with that being said, let's kick off episode 1. This will be starting November 19th and 20th. That's right, 2022. These are the picks for the E's and B's Picks and Gravy, episode 1. We're going to start out in college football. How about Navy versus UCF? We've got UCF. Illinois versus Michigan. Going to be a tough game, but Michigan's who we're taking. Then with TCU versus Baylor, another good game. We're going to take TCU. Louisiana at Florida State. We're taking Florida State. Austin Peay at Alabama. We're obviously taking Alabama in that one. Kansas State, West Virginia. We're going to rock with Kansas State on that guy. How about Oregon State, Arizona? Oregon State, that's who we're rolling with. Then switching it over to Boston College at Notre Dame. We're going to take Notre Dame. Ohio State at Maryland. Ohio State rocking the win for that one. Penn State at Rutgers. How about Penn State for us? Miami at Clemson. Clemson's struggling here lately, but we're going to go ahead and take them over the Hurricanes. Clemson over Miami. Then the Coastal Carolina Virginia game. You all know the circumstances. Our thoughts and prayers out to Virginia. Sorry for that sad situation. That game canceled, so we will not be picking that one. Moving on. How about the Georgia Bulldogs? That's right. Number 1, Georgia at Kentucky. We've got Georgia. Then Cincinnati's at Temple. We'll take Cincinnati in that one. Georgia Tech at North. That's right, Carolina. We're going to take North Carolina. They're playing some good football and basketball this year. How about Tennessee at South Carolina? We've got Tennessee. Oklahoma State at Oklahoma. That's right, the in-state rival game. Oklahoma coming out on top. That's who we've got here. Then Ole Miss at Arkansas. Should be a barn burner. Maybe not. Ole Miss is who we're taking. Then the game of the week, in my opinion, USC at UCLA. This could determine a lot in the future for the playoffs, but we're going to roll with USC in that one. Then Colorado at Washington. Struggling Buffaloes here in the home state. We're going to have to keep rolling with Washington on that one. UAB at LSU, another big game for LSU to make sure to solidify themselves, staying solidly where they're at in the polls as we set going into this November 18th, 19th, and 20th weekend. We're going to take LSU definitely over UAB. And last but not least, in the college football weekend games this weekend, how about Utah at Oregon? Another huge game. Oregon must win to stay alive in this race, and Utah still trying to claw their way back in. We're going to roll with Oregon on that. So that's our picks right there in the college. That's how that thing rolls, and we're going to keep on moving. But before we do that, we're going to give you the college football gravy lock of the week. That's right, folks. My pick for the gravy lock in the college football this week is going to have to be a guarantee up there in South Bend. That's right. Notre Dame will defeat Boston College. Mark it down. Put it on your betting sheet. Do what you got to. That's our college football gravy lock of the week. Let's keep it moving. Let's go from the college world to the pond. That's right, NHL. Just a few games this weekend. Just a side note for anybody checking this video out. These are Saturday and Sunday games for obviously everything except for college football and NFL. So in hockey, let's get things started. How about the Devils at the Senators? We've got the Devils. Calgary at Florida. We're going to take Florida. Our Abs are going to be at the Capitals. We're going to take our Abs. Pittsburgh at Winnipeg. How about Winnipeg? Colorado's in Boston. We're going to take Boston. The Sabres are going to be taking on the Maple Leafs. We're taking the Maple Leafs. Detroit at the Blue Jackets. How about the Red Wings? We're taking Detroit. Flyers at the Canadiens. We're going to take the Flyers. The Islanders at Dallas. We're going to take the Islanders. Lightning at the Predators. We're going to take the Lightning. Ducks at the Blues. How about them Blues? We'll take the Blues on that one. Hurricanes at Minnesota. How about the Hurricanes? Kings at the Kraken. That's right. LA at Seattle. How about the Kings? Las Vegas at the Oilers. We'll take the Golden Knights over the Oilers. And last but not least, the hockey games of this weekend. Rangers at the Sharks. We'll take the Rangers. Now, for the NHL gravy lock of the week, it's going to be none other than the Devils, New Jersey Devils over the Senators there. That is our NHL gravy lock of the week. Keeping it going just in NBA and NFL left. Let's move right into the NBA for this weekend. Just a few games less there than hockey. How about the Raptors at the Hawks? We're going to take the Hawks. Magic at our Pacers. How about them Pacers? Timberwolves at the 76ers. We're going to take the 76ers. Jazz at the Trailblazers. We'll take the Trailblazers. Spurs at the Clippers. We'll take the Clippers. Now, over on to Sunday. Knicks at the Suns. We'll take the Suns. Hornets at the Wizards. We'll take the Wizards. Pistons at the Kings. We'll take the Kings. Warriors at the Rockets. We got the Warriors. I know they're struggling, but they need to bounce back sometime, right? Heat at the Cavs. We'll take the Heat. Grizzlies at the Nets. All Grizz. Our Nuggets at the Mavericks. That should be a bad game to watch. I can't wait for that one. But, of course, we're going to roll with our Nuggets. And last but not least, the last basketball NBA game of the weekend. It's the Spurs at the Lakers. And I'm going to take the LA Fakers in that game. Now, for our NBA gravy lock of the weekend, how about that game? We're going to take the Lakers over the Spurs, and here's the reason why. I know you're asking, what are you thinking? The Lakers have only won 3-4 games in this early season. Well, here's my idea to this. The Spurs will be playing there on Saturday against the Clippers, and then obviously flip-flopping on Sunday against the Lakers. So back-to-back games. Seems to me this early in the season, I don't see the Spurs playing everybody both nights or both days, back-to-back, however you want to say it. So therefore, I feel like the Lakers have the leg up on Sunday. So that is our NBA gravy lock of the week. Now, last but not least, I know this is what everybody's waiting for. NFL. That's one of our favorite things to talk about on the E's and B's. Hey, if you haven't checked out the E's and B's podcast, each and every Friday, the best breakfast wrestling and sports podcast. Check it out wherever you listen to your podcast at. Always giving you guys some good information on that, keeping you up to date with anything in the wrestling and sports world, plus bringing on special guests all the time, letting you guys out there promote yourself. So if you're a race car driver, wrestler, athlete, or someone trying to promote yourself, get at us, E's and B's podcast at gmail.com, and we'll get you on the show. All right, let's get this thing wrapped up real quick here, guys. NFL Week 11. Here's our picks. You got the Bears at the Falcons. I'm rolling with them Bears. I like Justin Fields and what he's got going on up there. The Panthers at the Ravens. Ravens dog walking the Panthers. Browns at the Bills. And if you do not know, this game is not in Buffalo. That's right, folks. It's going to be moved to Detroit due to the weather, thunderstorm up there, whatever, the snow thunder, however you want to say that. But there on Sunday, now that game's moved, I don't think it changes a thing. I think even more Bills fans will be there in Detroit than possibly maybe at that game if it would have been at home. So I definitely am rolling with the Buffalo Chokes on Sunday. Washington at Texans. I'm going to roll with the Washington team. They've been very hot, obviously knocking off the Eagles there on Monday night, shocking the world. Maybe he can keep this thing going. How about the Eagles at the Colts? Speaking of those guys. Definitely, I don't think the Jeff Saturday party continues this weekend. I know it was cool to see him get that win against It was the Raiders. But we're talking about a superb team, possibly the best team in the NFC, rolling into Indy this weekend. And I know Jeff Saturday's smart and probably has them boys ready to play, but I just don't think they're at that tier. So I'm taking the Eagles. Jets at the Pats. This is a big game for us Dolphin fans. That's right. This could definitely shake things up a little bit more in our division, as right now all 4 teams are in. And this one, it'll be a big deciding game. It's going to be a cold one out there in New England. And I know everybody in the nation's probably rolling with the Jets because they're rolling right now. But I got to say, it's the mastermind of Bill Belichick. And in these type of games, this is what he thrives on, this kind of weather, this kind of situation that he's in the standings. It's a big game. I'm taking the New England Pats. Then we got the Rams at the Saints. How about the Rams? Then the Lions at the Giants. Giants keep on rolling, even though the Lions have been playing good, coming off 3 straight wins. They've been in every game all season long, but cool stuff to see. Then we got the Raiders at our Broncos here in Colorado. Let me tell you, folks, the Broncos don't win, this place might burn down. But I'm going to roll with the Broncos because I think it's time for Russell to let's ride and ride out of this bad start of the season they've had. So we'll see what happens. I'm going with the Broncos here at home. Cowboys at the Vikings, folks. The Vikings are the real deal as well out there in the NFC. We're going to roll with the Vikings at home. Dak, this might be his last start, in my opinion. We'll have to wait and see. Bengals at the Steelers. I'm rolling with the Bengals. Steelers have been playing good ball, but Bengals are desperate right now. They must win to keep going and get themselves up in those standings for the playoff hunt. Chiefs at the Chargers. I know everybody definitely would say Chiefs right off the bat, but I will remind you, these two play each other very tight each and every time they play each other, especially when Kansas City goes to the Chargers. So I think this will be a tight game, but I'm taking the Chiefs. And then last but not least, there on Monday, the big game, it's going to be the 49ers at the Cardinals. Folks, the Cardinals have sucked all year. Sucked, win bad. And you can give all excuses you want. They've got the playmakers back on the field, and they're still sucking. So I think, in my opinion, they have to win this game no matter what. And the 49ers go in there with a bigger head and have this game in the bag kind of attitude, and they lose. This is my shocker of the week. I picked the Cardinals over the 49ers. Now, last but not least, how about that gravy lock right here? NFL Week 11, my gravy lock. I'm taking the Vikings guaranteed win over the Cowgirls. That's right. That's our E's and B's picks and gravy Week 1, folks. I hope you like it. Give us some feedback. Leave us a comment down below. Make sure you like, share, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to build the subscriptions to bring you a lot more cool content. And let me remind you, we got a lot of cool stuff, free stuff to give away, but we need those subscriptions up. Thanks again for joining us. Join us again next Saturday right here at E's and B's Picks and Gravy. Check out and see how we did. See you next week. Peace.